Hi, my name is Amanda Scurlock, and I am the author of the book Glistening Winds. My poetry book talks about a little bit of everything. We're talking about love stories, unrequited love, sports, all kinds of things. Throughout the book, you'll see different types of photos, and all those photos were photos that I took for the book to go along with the poems. I even took the cover photo. Throughout the video, you'll also see a lot of different pictures, and so these are pictures that I took for the book that didn't necessarily make the book. Growing up, I always wanted to be an author, and so I always was especially interested in writing fiction. As I got older, I realized that poetry was a more concise and just faster way to express ideas that I would have for stories. And so, around the time of the pandemic shutdown, a mentor of mine, her name is Jocelyn Mole, I noticed that she had a publishing company called 20 Pearls Press. And I was intrigued by the idea of creating a poetry book. I know Jocelyn Mole through the Crenshaw League Choir, and this is a choir I was a part of throughout my entire high school years. I traveled to a lot of really cool places and stuff, and she was one of the chaperones. And there was a point where I did tell her that I was interested in writing fiction. We were on our way to the Choir Olympics in China. Fast forward to 2020, I noticed she had a publishing company, and I inquired about writing a poetry book. And so I had poems already. Some of the poems, dating back to when I was in undergrad college. And I sent her some. She asked for more. I wrote more. And eventually I made this product. Ode to Beer. When the day is done, nature's lights unlow, I cry out for the liquid with golden glow. A sip or two? No, that won't do. Give me a pint to go with my food. With you I can dance, then laugh and smile. The more I get, the more I feel wild. I'm free, so free to yell and flirt with humans, animals, trees, and dirt. Cheers to beer, booze, whiskey, and wine. Invite them to the party, you'll have a good time. But don't let them drive. Wine is romantic, meant for love's dating. Whiskey for healing when dates are degrading. Booze up with your pals before the night's events. Beer is for all people, ladies and gents. A quick shot with your friends, now the fun will not end. A slow sip with your lover, and there's like no other. A calm flask by yourself, just for luck and good health. Glass bottles and cans for your noblest fans. Give cheers to beer, booze, whiskey, and wine. But please, oh please, don't allow them to drive. Just have a good time. I have one poem. It's probably the tiniest little poem in my whole book, and it's called Nuptials. I had a lot of fun shooting this particular photo for this poem. So I went online, I went on Amazon.com, and I found like this really cute ring for like about $5-10. And then I found wedding bands for men, and I bought those really cheap. And I was taking pictures. I was trying to find some nice backgrounds and all kinds of stuff. I had all these different types of concepts. I remember I even got like a shirt of mine, a silk shirt, and I put the rings on the shirt to take a picture. And then I found another shirt of mine. It was like pink. And so I was just trying to mess around and make a really fancy photo. Yeah, just to kind of show off. I mean, what's poetry without a little romantic love? I feel like it's the artistry of poetry. It makes it good for, romance. One poem I'm going to read is called Championship Parade. It's actually a Shakespearean sonnet. It's cloudy with a chance of ticker tape, confetti wafting in a soft blue sky. Firework thunder brightens the landscape. The champions hoist their trophy up high. Fans holler loud enough to shake the ground. Chaos of joy creates a human sea. The champions labored in every round, with hopes to give their fans a bit of glee. Libations mist the air of the parade to celebrate a win legendary. They battled in a historic crusade and vanquished the brutal adversary. The champions are drunken with success. Their opponents are in mental duress. Glistening Wins is available on Amazon.com. If you've watched this video up until this point, I do hope that you will stop by Amazon.com and buy my book. But if anything, I do hope that you follow your dreams and passions. And I appreciate you so much for hanging out with me up until this point.